Run the Underground, we're heading to Chicago, where I'm linking up with one of the city's rising stars. Having a solid crew is crucial for any musician, especially for a hip-hop artist in the Windy City that has seen so many greats. I'll uncover who he keeps in his inner circle and the important roles that they each play. I'm Natasha Martinez, and this is Run the Underground Chicago. In a city full of buzzworthy rappers, Rockie Fresh has established himself at the front of the pack with a co-sign from Maybach Music Group. He invited us to the studio to talk music and introduce us to his crew. What would you say is your story to tell, especially being born and raised in Chicago?
I lived all over Chicago, and I still live here now. Just the sound of the music is all inspired by where you grow up, and there's so many different types of neighborhoods around here that you always gonna have diverse music coming from Chicago. With that being said, it's like I've been able to just come across so many different walks of life, and it affects my music a lot because I'm always getting put on to different stuff.
How did you start to fall in love with music and know that that's what you wanted to do?
I fell in love with music probably before I could even walk, and then I ended up getting into this random rap battle, and I won. I realized that people connected, you know, to what I was saying, and like that's when I really started taking it serious. Once I saw other people like, you know, believe what I was talking about. What's
the importance of having a positive team with you?
It's just keeping you on track with your morals. You know, like when you have people that you can trust around you, they have your best interest, not in the sense of just your career, but what you represent as a human. I put their lives into my music, you know, so it's like they inspire me creatively in a lot of different ways. Sometimes they'll play a song around me, and I'm like, man, I need to make something like this, you know, so. Nobody's path is like the same. Like we have a lot of things that relate us, but as far as like, you know, what it's gonna take for you as an individual to get to where you wanna go in life, it's like, it's not a lot of rules to it. You gotta just keep going and keep moving through your pattern of life and understand that when you see somebody else doing something, that it doesn't mean that it's not gonna happen for you. And with that, you just gotta go through the journey of life.
Next, we sit down with the studio's founder, Peasy. Not only is Peasy Rockie's longtime producer, but he's been with him since the start of his rap career. We caught up with him in his element while getting a fresh cut. How did you find your relationship with Rockie, and how did you guys brood that positivity and spread that to other artists that you've worked with?
I found my relationship with him through Twitter, honestly. Like, we knew a lot of the same people, and then I saw him at the studio, saw his work ethic, saw how he was putting together his rhymes and stuff. Like, he doesn't write. So it was real cool to see how quick he can like think of stuff. I kind of felt like, yeah, we need to work together. You gotta stay focused out here. Cause I'm from the south side of Chicago, and it's a real tough environment. You know, you pull through and you make it, like you make it happen. And that was a real good thing for like, you know, the situation for Rockie and myself. Like I was very much like influential in his whole like deal and everything. So, you know, to see that come out of, you know, myself as a kid from the south side, it was like a good thing. That's why it's very much feels so homey in here a lot of times, because I kind of speak to people on that note more than like, you know, a corporate level or something, or selling a dream. I'm more so, let's keep it real.
We're heading west to check out the iconic Fat Tiger workshop to speak with its founder, Joe Fresh Goods. Joe's store is a staple in Chicago, and he's always down to hook Rockie up with the flyest gear that's true to Chicago street style. How did it start? How long has this store been running?
We've been in business for 4.5 years. I mean, it's like mom and pop for like 2017. It's like we sell all our own brands.
How does your merchandise reflect the Chicago spirit?
Our people have a distinctive way of dressing. I think in the Midwest in general, I think people like look to rappers as far as fashion, you know what I'm saying?
Your relationship with Rockie Fresh, speaking on rappers, how did you guys cross paths?
Rockie just started coming around. He just come in and like shop, and then after that, we just started getting cool. And I didn't know he even wanted to rap, you know what I'm saying? That just came out of nowhere, and he was good, you know? So we just started working together organically like that.
Yeah.
One of his first tracks that he recorded, I think he mentioned my name, and like that like helped me out so much, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like people love when me and Rockie work together, whatever. So I think this era in Chicago, a lot of the creators are really helping each other, you know what I'm saying? It's not really seen into the public of what's going on, but like we all check up on each other, we all like help each other out, like, you know, as far as like looks. So it's just kind of cool to see all of us like low-key like helping each other out.
Finally, finally, we hit Talia Hall for a drink with Kels, one of Rocky's most trusted friends and a strong creative voice within his crew. Kels shared some insight as to the role he plays in Rocky's career and where he sees Rocky heading next.
Every artist has a process in recording music and releasing music. I like to be that person, like in between, like recording it and releasing it, from the music to the videos, and try to just have a hand in anything I can, and just try to make it the best I can, really.
How long have you been friends with Rocky?
I've known Rocky since I was like maybe 4 years old.
That's
like,
so cute.
Exactly, like, you know what I mean? Like slumber parties, sleepovers, it's like.
Rocky told me that you actually were the one that kind of pushed him to get into music.
It was like, he was my basement and my brother had like instrumentals, so he would just like to freestyle over instrumentals and just pretend and mimic to be other people. And then one day I was just like, no, you should just do this for real.
So putting you on the spot, what do you think that Rocky has that's different from a lot of other Chicago rappers?
With Rocky, he's always listened to alternative rock, rap, and all types of different music. So in his mind, it's like, why not make that too? So I think that's the difference. It's like, where are you willing to go? Are you willing to be uncomfortable creatively and make something that's never been heard before?
What about the future? What do you see for him and then your close-knit team?
I think the sky is the limit for Rocky. When you reach a certain level, you have to elevate people. And I think that's what the future is going to be. As a team, got to be strong, and you're only as strong as your weakest link, and to not have any weak links is the goal.
Rocky and his crew prove that surrounding yourself with good people is essential for success. He has poured his soul into his music, and with the help of his inner circle, he's destined for greatness.